A very good morning, it's Fabio and welcome back to another daily market outlook. So first of all, EURUSD saw another daily bearish candle closure, and yeah guys, I think very clear, you do not want to be buying on this single bullish candle. So this is the biggest issue with people who just simply only trade supply and demand and then just wait for a candle close, because as you can very clearly see, then we just dump back in towards the downside. So why did the market now actually dump back in towards the downside? Well, because this one single candle is not a sign that the market is just ready to reverse. Because if you look at the 4-hour time frame, you'll very clearly see that we respected that fractal high to absolute perfection, and that shorts overall were the better option. So I still receive questions, Fabio, can we now finally long EURUSD? Guys, if you check out this 4-hour, let me just show you once again, you can still very clearly see that the overall momentum is just in towards the downside. So there have been many opportunities to potentially take a buy. For example, this bullish candle over here, this bullish candle over here, this bullish impulse in towards the upside. But if you just focus very clearly on what the daily is doing, you can very clearly see, okay, order flow is still bearish in towards the downside. This is still your supply zone that is in control. I'm kind of expecting this will become our next area of supply, this buy before the sell. But for that to actually, let's say, legitimately happen, we need to break the overall low underneath over here. So once this low goes, and as we can see, if we zoom in, I need to zoom in really hard just to see, you can very clearly see that we have just missed out on breaking that low by around what is it, a pip, not even, I think. So let's see if we can break that low, sweep that low for an official fractal break of structure, and then we will look for that potential long back in towards the highs if we see that the daily then shifts with momentum and this demand zone over here is actually validated. Okay, so that is the game plan for now, waiting for this to happen on EURUSD before taking other trades. Otherwise, yeah, shorts are just always going to be the better option. And if we break that daily fractal high, you will also have a 4-hour fractal high break. Now, going into the dollar index, what are we seeing over there? So the dollar index saw another push in towards the highs. Again, it is still in supply, hence why we do not just simply sell on this bearish candle over here. For now, what I'm waiting for is to see, okay, is this demand zone now just going to push price up higher? Because now the low of this bullish candle over here, the bearish candle, that is now your fractal low, your strong low, which is now respected. So the market should just simply continue up higher from here. If we break that low, then I'll start looking for a potential pullback, nothing else. Okay, guys, so that is what we're waiting for with EURUSD. Now, going into AUDUSD, what has happened over there? Because overnight we have seen some bulls continue to come back into this pair. Again, very clear short yesterday on Monday. I hope some of you were able to capitalize. Again, you can very clearly see that the overall daily supply zone here was in control and pushed the market down lower. So what I'm going to be looking for today is, obviously this is now your buy up before the sell. Let's see if this overall area of supply can hold, because otherwise this might be a break of this high. So at the moment, this bearish candle's high, that is your fractal high, which broke this low over here. So this is now your structural high. If we are able to break that, then maybe we will be able to start looking for those potential longs and see the overall market structure on Aussie dollar start to play out. Otherwise, what could happen today is that we just react to this overall area of supply, this final end boss buy before the sell candle over here, and then just sell off in towards the downside from there. Going in towards the 4-hour time frame, it is extremely beautiful what happened yesterday. As you can very clearly see, that we see the strong push in towards downside in the AM, and then we pull back, and then from there we just sell off once again. So some very nice price action overall. You can again very clearly see that this imbalance over here pushed the market down lower. We had here an area of equal highs. We take out the equal highs, and then from there we sell off in towards the downside. So yeah, clear price action, nothing really else that I can say. The shorts were really there on AU yesterday, and I hope some of you were able to capitalize on it, because we did discuss it in yesterday's video. Now today, all we're looking for are still again shorts until we break this daily fractal high, this black line. Okay, so that is what I'm currently waiting for, and that is also your 4-hour fractal high, this single candle over here. Okay, so that is Aussie dollar. Going into GBPUSD, what are we seeing over there? So GBPUSD, again, sold off as well. Obviously, all these dollar pairs kind of went strong. So GU, AU, EU, NU, they all sold off. Now here on GU, you can very clearly see once again this daily imbalance candle caused the market to push down lower. For now, what is happening is that we have this as your fractal high, so the black line, and we have this at the moment as your fractal low. So still the bearish range is in control despite some early morning bulls coming in. Again, what I'll be looking at is the 4-hour time frame. So the 4-hour actually shifted bearish at the moment. So this is now your 4-hour fractal high, so the high of this bullish candle over here. And what I am looking at is to see, are we going to respect that 4-hour order flow, and is this 4-hour supply zone going to do its thing? If yes, then obviously we can start looking for a short from this 4-hour area of supply, go into the 15, and then try and identify anything of a change of character inside of here. It is not the strongest area of supply, keep it in mind, as we have equal highs over here with liquidity, and in this push down there's no real liquidity formed, so you would need to see some manipulation on the initial reaction before looking for any potential shorts, in my humble opinion. So that's what I'm looking for on GU, but for now, as long as this supply zone holds for the downside, if it breaks, then we could just get stuck once again in what is now the range. I'll only be interested in longs on GU once we break out of this sell-off in towards the downside, break that daily momentum, and then we will look for longs. Otherwise, this just continues to be your bearish range, and shorts will always be the best option. Going into NU, what are we seeing here? NU sold off as well, very clearly as expected. I think this was the best trade of them all yesterday. Again, you can very clearly see the buy up before the sell. We see the strong candle close outside of it here in the AM at 7 o'clock. Then we see, if we go in towards the 15-minute time frame, very similar to what it was AU. And then you see the push down, you see the pull back, and then again you see the push down again. So very clear market structure, just working out and doing its thing. A beautiful setup overall. So again, follow the overall momentum. For now, obviously we are forming this descending channel over here with what I love to call a one low, a second low, and then a third low. So this is a corrective pattern, which most of the time, or more often than not, will cause a reversal. Now, what I'm looking for on a potential reversal is again just a fractal structure shift. So what I need to see is a break of this high over here, of this hammer candle, or whatever you want to call it, inverse hammer candle, this red candle over here at 3 AM on the 4-hour time frame. That is now the supply zone that is in control. Obviously, we could just sell off from that supply zone once again. But if we do break that, then I'll start looking for a breakout, and I'll start looking for some more momentum trades, in towards the upside. Go into the daily real quick. You can also see that the daily is still with supply in control. The supply chain has now continued in towards the most recent buy before the sell-off. So this is your buy before the sell. So we're now inside daily supply. Again, that 4-hour high is also your daily high. So if we start breaking that, then we'll break the daily order flow as well, and then we can start looking for those longs, guys. As simple as that, and then we'll finally potentially see this daily area of demand start to play out, and then we can start looking for a bigger retracement, for example, back up in towards that supply zone. But we need to see those daily fractal structure change first before entering on any trades. Going in towards gold, last of all, gold is just rallying up higher and higher. Again, I hope everybody is following the overall momentum. This is a clear fake move in towards the downside. Obviously, a lot of people are trading their stops underneath very obvious lows, or they're looking for trades from these obvious areas of demand. So these are most of the times just kind of like fake outs before then continuing up higher, the so-called stop hunts. So just only be interested in potential longs. I think now after breaking this low this morning that the market is ready just to continue up higher. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much, and speak to you very, very soon.